Nicki aka Mr. No Disrespect, and I'm here with Miss Natural Nay.
Hello.
Modest Media.
Yo, what's good, bro?
I'm good, man. Kenneth V.
What up?
And Myke C-Town.
Hi.
You now tune into another live episode of the French Per Second podcast. And in this episode, we are going to review, is it a highly anticipated name?
It is.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool.
This is not highly anticipated. But it's a blockbuster film coming from Viola Davis, starring Viola Davis, directed by Gina Prince by the Wood, titled The Woman King. So hopefully everybody had a chance to go see it. We gave y'all some time to go see it, so you can't say you didn't see it or didn't have a chance. But before we get into that, Miss Nay,
Yes.
you got these roses, right?
I got live roses.
Live roses.
Live roses. My first rose is going to go to, and this is from the review, the Reddit thread on the Beast review that we did. Did you watch that?
I haven't watched that, no.
The first one goes to Speaker Historical 865. And they say, I stand with Nay. Cobra Kai is hot garbage. It is.
Damn.
Period. My next rose goes to Ducati Jones. So Ducati Jones posted, don't do that. Ducati Jones posted
A paragraph
on the
12.
Ghost in the Darkness. So a lot of people, he wasn't the only person who kind of recommended the Ghost in the Darkness if you enjoy Beast. And he
I
says,
watched that.
you did? He says, after listening to the Beast review, sounds like y'all haven't seen this movie. It's based on a true story of two rogue lions that continually attacked humans. The lions are actually stuffed in a museum. It's a 90s movie starring Val Kilmer, but to me, it's a good watch. And they use real lions for portions of the movie, and people do get jacked up.
You said portions of the movie?
Yeah.
So we got somebody in a suit for the other part?
I don't know. Maybe it's the
Yeah.
90s, so I wouldn't
I don't
think
think
it's
they had
CGI.
Well, they had CGI, it was just real bad.
Yeah. But so if
Dang,
you like the Beast, maybe go check that out per Ducati Jones's recommendation. My next rose is going to Nindrick, and he posts a new report on Blade. Mahershala Ali is frustrated with the process. They say the script is only 90 pages long. It features just two lackluster action sequences, and it said that Kevin Feige is said to be spread too thin. And that made me sad because that's one of the only like Marvel things I was really, really looking forward to seeing.
Hell.
So I hope they get it together if that's
Is
really
that
true.
is that like a legit rumor of what's going on with it?
Nindrick posted it in the Reddit, so I don't know. It doesn't look like he got it from like any particular source. You did?
I also saw that they lost a director,
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
I saw that.
really?
so they had a lot going wrong with that movie.
Well, they
right
said I thought that was because they were shifting the schedule so much and they just couldn't do it.
now. Regardless, they lost a director.
All right, bro. Hey, he upset.
Happy
bro.
Thursday.
Today.
He did not want to come into work tonight.
I don't know why you adding stipulations on my
We're
comment.
glad you made it though. My last rose, no, that was my last rose. So thank you guys. Please keep them coming. We appreciate all the commentary. I was just saying that you guys have really been posting a lot in our House of Dragon reviews. Keep the commentary coming, and maybe you'll get your rose on the next episode. Thanks.
Nay,
Yes.
let me ask you a question first.
Mhm.
What was the demographic in your theater?
It was. So I saw it twice.
Wow.
And don't look at me like that. Yes, I saw it twice. And it was a bunch of older Black people the first time I saw it. And the second time it was like maybe it wasn't as many people when we went to go see it. It was like maybe about 7, 8 people in there around our ages. And it was like a family. There was a toddler running around.
No, it actually got pretty packed.
Did it?
Yeah. We was just in the front. That's
Oh,
why you
okay.
didn't see. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they look to be like,
Like around our age.
yeah, around our age.
Yeah.
So, what was your overall thoughts of seeing the Woman King?
I was really excited to watch this movie, and I'm glad I did. I really enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it too, right?
No, I did, man. This is surprisingly good. I when I first saw the trailer for it, I was just like, I don't know about this one. But you know, I started buying into the hype, and then we do this show, so I was like, all right, I'll go see it. And yeah, I enjoyed myself.
You enjoyed yourself too, Ken?
I really did, and I was actually surprised because I got
Mm-hmm.
tired of seeing that goddamn trailer. But yeah, I did. I mean, they did a few things that I didn't like, but I understood they had to do them for movie telling purposes. So I mean, I was okay with it. But overall, I was all in, to this, trying to figure out what was gonna happen. So yeah, they had me.
What about you, Myke?
I'm torn.
Why
I'm
are you torn? Because you want to
Because
like it, but you don't want to like it.
no, because I liked it. I enjoyed it. And then it was just once I got out of the theater and started looking things up, it started to bother me.
Really?
The
And I know
accuracy?
Rod's gonna get mad, but because I'm ruining the moment. But
The
I just
controversy with the tribe and
the
the
tribe and the
history with
fact
the
that it's
tribe.
written by two white ladies. It was just I don't know.
It is.
She's not
Yeah.
white, is she?
No, that's the director you're thinking
Yeah,
of.
Gina's black.
But the two writers are both white. And then when I got home and I was like, man, this Dahomey shit sounds tight. I shouldn't have looked it up. I should have just sat my ass on the couch and shut up.
So let me ask you this question. What was it about the history of the Dahomey that made you have problems with this film? Was it about how prevalent they were in the slave trade?
The fact that nothing and y'all please check me because this is brand new to me. I literally looked up this information today. So I haven't had time to really dig deep, but nothing I could find implied that they ever even stopped.
Okay.
So that's what made this whole thing weird for me. It was like, well, I know it's definitely a woman power film and that's great. But then it's just like, okay, well, you all loosely based this on a true story, and then the true story is actually kind of bad.
Here's the thing, though. They never yes, it's based on a true tribe, but they never even said this in the movie. Like normally they'll say based on based on true
It was
facts.
in the trailer. It said based on the powerful true story.
Did it?
Yeah.
I didn't see it in the
Yeah.
movie, so maybe that's why I was thinking that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But
they definitely do advertise it like it's based on a true story.
Sure. Yeah. And if I removed all of that and just looked at it as a cool, fun action film, yes, I enjoyed myself. I'm just torn because I'm not sure how much I should be telling people to go see this at this point. I got to do some more research before I give that stamp.
So let me ask you this question. Do you feel like, given the fact that you watched it, went in with it just looking at it like it was a movie, and it made you do research, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that not a positive?
No.
Why not?
Because I feel like I was duped. Because the movie led me to believe that, yes, this was a powerful tribe and they were badass women, but the tribe itself was doing some very terrible shit. Now, granted, I'm sure 98% of the tribes were doing the same shit. But it just made me kind of stop and think, one, why did they make this film? Two, why did they portray it this way? And three, did they not think anyone would bother to go home and look this shit up and see that that's not really even close to what happened?
Well, three, no. But to your point, though, Twitter don't miss.
Oh, Twitter was saying
so.
this
Twitter
too.
would definitely get on their ass about it and start looking shit up and putting it out there. So most of people that go watch it and take the entertainment value from it will walk away and be like, damn, that's pretty fucking cool. But then, there's also a small subset of people who will be like, yeah, y'all kind of bullshit.
I heard about the bullshit before going into the movie.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
Nowadays when it says based on a true story, I just take it with a grain of salt.
Sure, me too.
I was just focused on just the Warriors. I think that was just the whole point. Let's just see black women fuck shit up, and I was here for it. I fucked with it. It was a lot better. I think like most of y'all said, it's a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. Still long as hell though.
But it flew by, didn't it? It didn't seem long.
It didn't to me.
Oh, there were dragging parts to you?
Yeah, there was. Just because those scenes I didn't give a fuck about with her and Malik, shit like that. Like,
that was Malik,
the Brazilian boy. That was the one piece. That was that. The Brazilian dude, I could have done without, and I honestly could have done without the mother-daughter situation.
Me too.
Really?
I
like that.
No,
it was goofy how they did it, but I liked the twist.
That was the thing I was talking about.
It was a little forced to me, and I was like, I would have been cool just watching them kill niggas. Like
That's
I
what I
would
was
have.
expecting.
Yeah, I really would have been good without the dramatic aspect, but
Yeah,
Viola
I
Davis
agree.
is a dramatic actress, and she gonna get a cry in a scene. So I mean, I kind of got it. I kind of got that they felt like they needed something else to pull people in, but I didn't. I didn't need those two aspects.
I want to mention we have our super chats open. They'll be open until 9:45. I'll make another announcement around the next like 9:30, 9:25. But yeah, super chats are open, so make sure you get your questions in. 9:45 is the deadline.
Yeah, the kid shit was too convenient, and it wasn't.
Mhm.
It didn't, to me at least, it didn't add anything to the story. The story was still good.
Hmm.
Again, if you remove everything else that I learned, if you just looked at the movie, it was a good story.
Mhm.
Women that are trying to stop these other tribes from selling black folks, admitting that they used to do it, but saying, we don't want to do this anymore. I was like, oh, that's a cool story. I like this. I didn't need coincidentally, you're my daughter, and I stuck a fucking tooth in your arm. Look, we'll cut it out real quick and see the tooth is
That
still there.
tooth would have been in her arm for 19 years. Like, wouldn't that
I
would have
thought the
gotten infected or
I would think.
gangrene
I
or
thought
You
because
ever
she
had,
was a
out,
baby, like it would like the skin would like
heal
push it,
over
yeah,
it,
or like push
push
it
it
out or
out?
some shit
That's
hey,
like
bro,
that.
have you ever had a splinter in your finger?
yeah. It always pushes itself out.
Yeah, but if you don't take it out, it'll grow over
It'll
it.
grow over it.
It
Oh, that's why
will.
she
Yep.
said that
I've
about the
never had
splinter
that
shit.
happen.
Because you
Okay.
always take it out because it
Yeah.
hurts. But if you leave it in there, yeah, your skin will just close over it.
Hmm.
Like people, there are like these stories of people that are like rode bikes or whatever and fallen, gotten rocks stuck up in their legs. They didn't get them all out, and years later, the rocks are still
Never
there.
heard of it. Wow.
Yep.
Mm.
So the tooth thing, the fact that the tooth was there didn't really bother me. It was just like, why are we doing this? This is unnecessary. Just let Viola be
Yeah.
a badass woman in a belly shirt. Why are we making her have a kid? It's not necessary.
I thought it was just more about like rap, like how things come together. You know what I'm saying? Like full circle. Because like they well, I mean, the film starts off with just giving us background information on the homies and shit.
The homie.
Not the homies.
Going against the oil empire. Rod, did you like the opening scene as far as how we get introduced to these warriors and stuff like that?
Nah, I did, man. I really did. Because like I said, when I saw the trailer, man, it looked like a Black Panther knockoff. Like when I first saw it. And I'm like, and they look like like I'm
The
like,
Dora Milaje?
yeah, the Dora Milaje. Like I'm like, we already saw this. You know what I'm saying? So I had no desire to see this movie. Like, so nah, man, they really did a good job at showing how powerful these women were, how skillful they were at being warriors, and for some reason it didn't feel like, even though it's cool when Marvel does it, it just felt more real in this for some reason to me. Like it felt different.
Because it was in the motherland.
I don't even know. No,
Because they weren't fighting a big purple guy.
yeah, it's just like it felt real. I don't know. It just felt more real to me. You know what I'm saying? As cool as the Dora Milaje is, for some reason they just seem more authentic for some reason, and like I like that part. So I think they did a good job at depicting that.
I read that the Dora Milaje was based off of these people.
They were.
Wow,
Yeah.
yeah, because they had red on and stuff too. Like I mean, so yeah.
Did you like the intro too, Ken?
Mhm.
Yeah, I did. I think that was when we saw them using their fingernails to cut motherfuckers. I was like, God damn.
Well, just
shit.
the one, right? Just
Yeah.
That's all I need to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
I was like, shit. Them motherfuckers weaponizing everything, the baby oil and shit like that.
Bruh, hey, the palm
Bruh.
oil. Hey, as soon as they put that sword behind their back, I was like, these motherfuckers about to kill
Hey, yeah,
everybody.
man.
And I like how the birds or whatever flew and then they raise up.
Man.
And they was just like, man, I was like, that shit was dope. I was like, oh, okay, all right.
Cuz tried to lie. He's like, bro, I'm just a farmer.
yeah,
He pulled a curtain back and stuff for
Yeah.
slaves, man.
He's like, they ain't mine though.
How'd I get this?
that shit was dope, man.
That was a good opening scene.
That shit was dope.
Nate, what did you think about Viola Davis as you gonna help? Is it General?
Naniska.
Yeah.
Naniska. I was here for it. Like, listen, I fuck with Viola Davis as an actress. I think she is a really good actress. Everything that I've seen her in, I feel like she really embodies very well. And
Even
I
the
was
Michelle Obama shit.
except for the we don't
Y'all
talk
can let it
about
go,
that.
man.
She said everything. I was like, hold on, Nate.
We
You
don't
say
talk about that. I mean, she
put it-
committed.
Just
She
say you like
committed.
it. Just say you like it.
Mhm.
Said she committed.
She committed to that role. But yeah, this was no different. I wasn't sure how it was gonna come off because I'm so used to her being a dramatic actress and seeing her in like the super emotional scenes. But I believed it.
Hey, she got cut.
Yeah. She
I
did
I
good
almost
for
did a couple
her.
push-ups after.
Good. It was like, yeah, it was
These
like
motherfuckers was
All of them.
proud.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
they did. The
especially for
casting
her
was
age.
beautiful.
That's
She's
some shit.
56. Yeah, she was like, the training that they had to do for this was crazy, and she was like, some of my age, you can get on a treadmill the way we was, I could die. So like, she's serious. They seriously trained, and yeah, you could tell the level of commitment that they had to the role based on how cut they were.
They did all their
So
own stunts.
I believe they did
Yeah.
most
Really?
of them, if not all of
Mhm.
them.
They didn't have
Mhm.
that much money for this, apparently.
Yeah.
Like that's why there's really no CGI,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why they had to go get in the gym and actually work out because they couldn't afford CGI.
Damn.
She
Y'all
did
better
In an
do
old
this
fashioned
shit.
way.
Yep,
She ain't
they
do that
trained
dancing
them
at the end of Viola can't move that back like
Okay,
that.
with y'all.
All right, back in the mirror, but right. What did you think of Viola Davis in this?
No, she was good, man. I mean, I've never seen her play a bad role because I didn't watch that show or whatever. So everything I've ever seen her in, she does a great job. So yeah, man, it was cool to see her in this role, and yeah, man, she absolutely killed it. I mean, I still feel like the Lynch girl kind of
Yeah,
stole the
Lashana
show.
Lynch.
Yeah, yeah.
Suzuki,
Igozi.
Was it? What
Which
is
Who,
one
it?
who are you
that?
talking about? You talking about the one
the
that
tall
died, or
one.
the
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
The best
Igozi.
fighter.
I thought her name was
Yeah.
Igozi.
Well, that's her real name. Her
Oh,
real
what's
name.
Lashana Lynch. You're
No,
talking
her
about.
name was Igozi in the movie.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't know. Yeah, I was just talking about. I was talking about the actress name. I feel like he was actually.
Oh, you're saying the real name.
yeah. I'm saying the real name.
I'm
yeah.
slow. Got it.
Which one are we talking about? The one that was in Doctor Strange?
Yeah,
She was in
Okay.
Doctor Strange?
yeah. She played Captain Marvel,
Mhm.
Black Captain Marvel.
Oh,
Mhm.
she fought a lot better in this.
Oh no, there was another one that was
Yeah.
in Doctor Strange too. The
Who?
tall one.
Oh, the
That-
thin one.
Yeah, the real thin and skinny one. Yeah.
he said Thinny.
Oh, the one with the kind of yes.
Mhm.
Who was she?
She was the one. She was
Nanesca's
Viola's
friend.
yeah right hand.
No, I know who she is in this movie. Who was she in Doctor
Oh, she was one of
Strange?
the people that Scarlet Witch killed. No, she died of it.
Oh yeah. She did kill her. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah,
When she climbed up the mountain.
She what?
When she climbed up the mountain
Yeah.
where Scarlet Witch was.
Oh,
Was she the one that she
yeah.
burned herself up?
Touche.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, her. Yeah.
I remember that. Okay,
Mhm.
I don't remember that.
No, yeah, she was prominent in the film.
But
Yeah, I
Myke,
forgot about
she
her.
was.
who brought her up?
Nanesca's friend was prominent in
Mhm.
Doctor Strange too.
She was.
I don't
Mhm.
remember her.
She was one of the fighters with
Mhm.
Wong.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Got it.
I didn't
Yep.
think of it either until you just said that. That's crazy.
That's a good ass. I didn't catch
Yeah.
that at all.
I
caught
didn't either.
Igogi. I didn't catch the other girl.
Yeah, I
But you know
liked
what?
her
They all
initially.
looked familiar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was
They
just
all
like,
looked alike.
Bro, I did too. I'm like, goddamn, bro.
shit. Y'all know I wasn't gonna say that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
No, they all
Some
look
of them did
familiar.
in the movie, but I'm, you
Yeah.
know,
Stupid. No, we're not going there.
couple of them. Couple of them could have been brothers and sisters.
come on, man. Shit.
Nah, man, but I think everyone just can't show. Like even the one that played the younger.
Yeah.
I don't
She
know
was
any
great.
of their names in the movie.
Guess how
Nawi.
old? Guess how
She
old
know-
she is
he
in
knows.
real
I
life?
He
know.
looked
I
it
saw
up.
it. I looked it
Yeah.
up. Yeah, I was like,
I had to look it up
what?
too because I was like, bro, she got to be at least 15, bro.
Wait, how old is she?
She's 31.
Who?
The little girl.
bro. She's
31 years old.
bro. She older than me.
Beautiful. Oh, she's
31
beautiful.
She's
years old.
31.
She's 31. She was born in 91, bro.
Yeah, 31.
That's
It
crazy.
is. It
Bro,
is.
I was like, bro, she take black no crack.
For
real.
She gonna be 64,
For
looking
real.
25.
Pull that off.
Yeah.
It's that palm oil, bro.
Let me get some of that shit.
Nah, they use all that
They was-
CGI on her because there's no fucking way.
Bro, she
Yeah,
31.
that shit was
Yeah.
crazy. But
Wow.
yeah, everyone did a good job, man. But yeah,
Oh,
you
she
know,
don't
you
have that
talking about
disease.
what do you say?
There's a
He didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing.
But nah, man, everybody, y'all stupid. We're not doing that on
She's
the Woman
beautiful.
Kid.
She is beautiful. What was her?
She
no,
might.
what was her name? I
Her
can't
name
remember.
is
in the movie. What's her
Nina?
name?
Nawi.
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 Now
Yeah.
we buddy.
Now,
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Viola
I
Davis
don't
did a
know
great
any of the
job.
motherfuckers' name.
Ken, what do you think about John Boy? John Boyega in this.
I did not like him at first.
What?
He
Man.
played the hell out that role.
He
I
sure
believed it.
did.
He said at
It
first.
sounded very like it took me a minute to adjust,
The-
bro.
I mean,
Oh,
the,
it
the
took me a
accents
minute.
was like,
Yeah,
I had to just submit to the accents.
Well, we're not used to the accents. Like, come on, man.
But
They
still.
they all sound like that to the dumbass Americans.
But
he-
it was just more like, his was like,
it
go
was
ahead.
bad.
No, tell me.
It was just more like, if some of it was not like it was okay, but others
Mhm.
it just felt like it was like welcome to Africa. It just felt like it felt like just like those pauses where you had to like it feels like you're inflecting just to sound more grandiose. And of course he has I'm not an actor, so I know you have to
But that
inflect.
was pretty good though. What you just did though.
But I'm just saying that's that's just the ones that it just catches the ears like that's what it sounds like.
See, I didn't catch it. It sounded perfect to me, but that's probably
Yeah.
because I've only seen stereotypical African cinema
Yeah,
where they all
I
act
felt like
like
he
that.
had like little inflections and little
does, that's
comments
what
that
I'm
he
saying.
did, and I felt like it was like when it was like more authentic to me. I
Isn't he
thought,
Nigerian
yeah,
or something like that?
yeah. He's Nigerian,
Oh,
but
okay.
he's
But
British
he's
Nigerian.
British, yeah.
Oh,
I know,
yeah,
but
that's
you
different.
know,
Yeah.
he's rooted.
But he might not have grown up with them. But
Nah.
even either way, it worked for me. But I get why it didn't work
Yeah.
for you. You know better
It's
than I
not
would.
horrible. It's just like
It's just not so totally
yeah,
authentic.
it's
It just took me a while to get into him as king. He was
man.
he came across as a king, very prissy a little bit. But
Mhm.
you know, after a while, when he started bucking back and talking shit, I was like, all right, I'm in on it.
I
now.
loved him the second he stood up.
Really.
The
Mhm.
second
And we
he
didn't
stood
think we was
up.
gonna like him. You remember? I think you
I don't
might have
remember
mentioned it.
that.
And I know it didn't look.
he trying to bring you
No,
down.
no,
with
no,
it.
no.
Yeah, I remember saying
I
that.
remember either.
Because I didn't even know he was in the movie.
I said that.
Oh, you said it.
I
Okay,
did.
my bad.
Oh, that's cute. You know what I'm saying? He thought I was his boy. That's cute.
He's stupid.
Period.
Stupid, man. Yeah, nah, you did.
I
You
did.
did say it, but nah, yeah, he
Mhm.
actually did a good job. So I was surprised. This movie really surprised me, man. I was just like, yo, they really doing this, and I like the African accents. That's another thing that I
Mhm.
felt like was better than Black Panther. Like I felt like this was more authentic than Black Panther.
I
It
did
felt
see
about
that
the
people
same
were.
to me.
I saw people complaining about it, just saying that there
Mhm.
wasn't any consistency with the accents.
Yeah.
I personally didn't
Oh,
like
okay.
Viola's. I didn't think that Viola's accent sounded authentic to me. It sounded like she was trying a little bit, but I saw people complaining about that, saying that there wasn't any consistency with it.
And
Hmm.
John definitely sounded like he was trying early on, but
Hmm.
yeah, I settled into. I think maybe because I didn't understand any of the shit they were saying in the beginning. It took me a while to adjust to the
Really?
I
accent.
keep telling y'all,
Man.
closed captioning devices, get them.
I needed that shit like the whole movie, bro. I
Oh,
was
Uh-huh.
struggling.
man.
How
These
do you
things have
watch
saved
closed?
my life.
How do you watch the movie and that at
No,
the
no,
same time?
it's on your phone. It's a device like you plug it into the little thing that holds the sodas,
Oh,
and then
really?
it's like an arm that comes up, and you just adjust it to where it's right below the screen.
What movie theater you
It's-
going
I
to?
told y'all, it's amazing.
That's at North Cab.
I don't go to North Cal no more, but it's out
Hell
by.
no.
He done
I go-
upgraded.
I go to
They got a
Camp
nigga that sit next to you that you.
Like, yo,
No, he just said.
He type words
He
out.
typing, he telling you. He in your ear. Oh, man.
You got a Nigerian in your ear. Oh, he don't know what he's doing. He's an idiot.
Y'all stupid.
I've never seen you mock
Fucking
African. That's
hate
so
y'all,
true. That's
man.
so funny. But
Oh.
no, seriously, what theater is that in? I've never seen this.
I get them at Camp Creek, and then the one that's in Jonesboro, they have them
Oh, he
too.
goes
So I'm
to-
assuming they
Are you
all
going
have them.
in South Lake?
Uh-uh.
Huh? Say again?
The one in South Lake?
Is that South Lake?
I think so.
That's in Jonesboro? Yeah. That has the recliner chairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have them there too.
Oh, so you be plushing that motherfucker, bro.
Bruh.
You finally upgraded. I told you.
No, they're the same price as Camp Creek.
Okay, I'm just saying.
They're both
You got the
AMC, so
recliners,
it would
though.
be.
They do have the recliners.
See?
Recliners are nice.
It's a different
Hey,
experience, right?
Hey, man.
Hey, for the
You going
mat,
back?
I'm gonna go back. Yeah.
come on. For the
It's
matinee
nice. I'm gonna
price?
go back, definitely.
for the matinee price,
I think they're like $13.
that's not bad.
No, I mean, are you going back to the regular shit?
Oh, nah. Luckily, like I told you, the last 2 times I was there was a motherfucker with a gun.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
what,
that makes
where?
me. That makes.
I mean, that's
In your theater?
yeah.
Where?
Twice. At Camp Creek.
it's Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
he
not
sat right
surprising.
next to me. That shit made me
At least you know you were
uncomfortable.
safe.
From who?
He ain't gonna shoot you. He ain't got once you say something
They
to
be
him. Talk the whole
carjacking over
movie.
there. So
Nah,
I
fuck
don't
that.
argue it.
Nah. At any rate, closed captioning devices, y'all please get them. They're free.
I don't need it.
They are?
I do.
Yeah, they're free.
Look at that.
The only thing that does suck is people then think that you're deaf, so they start talking and shit, and they think they ain't bothering you. I turn on like this to him.
Oh my god.
Rod,
Yo.
you said you had gripes with this film, correct?
Yes.
did?
Wait, no, I didn't. No, I
You had
didn't.
no
I
gripes?
said I
You
had.
had
No,
gripes.
no,
Okay.
no. I didn't have
Was
any.
was one of the focal points of the storyline was that they showcased how African people were selling other African people to Europeans. Was that a part of one of the gripes?
That wasn't necessarily my gripe. Yeah, my gripe was just the two things: the Brazilian man and the mother daughter thing. Those are my only two gripes. I knew of the controversy going in, and I had kind of heard some interviews with Viola speaking on it, saying that they were just taking a piece of the history and kind of embellishing on it because it is a story and for entertainment purposes. So I honestly I didn't expect them to touch on the slave trade at all based on the way people were complaining about it. I thought they were really just going to be glamorizing the warriors, and I didn't think that they were going to touch on that aspect at all. So I was actually happy that they did a little bit, even though it was romanticized. I was happy that they mentioned it at all because I think that would have made me feel duped if that wasn't brought up in any aspect.
You feel the same way, Ken?
Somewhat, yeah. I think my issues were definitely the relationship, and the woman kid thing. Yeah, I did not like that at all. But I understood that they had to do that for the movie. At least that's what I told myself. But I would have preferred just more of a focus on these motherfuckers came and they snatching our people. We gotta go get them back and that sort of thing. But yeah, I do like that they kind of mentioned the slave trade. It would have been foolish not to. I like the conversation between the Brazilian and the king about it. I thought that was cool, and just showing different sides of the slave trade that often people are not aware of. That did exist and stuff like that, and just even trying to acknowledge it, like, because people love to throw that in your face, but y'all was selling each other, selling each other. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, we know that now, motherfucker. We always knew that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's irrelevant to what transpired after the fact. So I like that they're kind of putting that on display a little bit.
What about you, Myke?
To which
Yeah.
part?
Oh, just as far as any gripes with the film, or did you appreciate the fact that they incorporated the slave trade storyline to it?
Again, I appreciated it until I looked it up,
Mm.
and then again to find out that they were super integral to how that whole thing happened, and that they never stopped. It just seemed weird to me. It just seemed weird to me because it's just like, well, I feel like I would have almost rather them just not make that a plot point.
Mm.
Because it's like you had this whole side story of Viola Davis Naneska going to King Dizu and telling him, like, we need to stop doing this. Even if it's not the homie, it's still a brother. Whatever. It's a great message, but I feel like it's weird if kids go see this. For an adult, it's just like, I understand Hollywood's gonna embellish it.
Yeah.
I don't go into anything that's an historical movie and think, oh, this is gonna be all fact. But for a kid to go see this and then, like, maybe go home and Google it and be like, wait a minute, they were doing this the entire time? A lot?
But you don't think like there were people that were like against it there?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Why doesn't
matter.
that
It doesn't
matter?
matter. Like, especially for a kid, it doesn't matter if I think that there were people doing XYZ.
Okay.
This movie portrayed Dahomey as the group that
As
was
the
trying
enemy.
to stop this. Huh?
As the enemy.
Oh Lord.
What?
They didn't portray him as the enemy. Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't hear what he said.
The
Anyways,
enemy.
it
Yeah.
portrayed. Got it. Wow. It portrayed the homies as the one that were trying to stop the slave trade.
Okay.
But then when you get home and you look it up, and that's not the case, no kid's gonna be like, well, there was probably 2 or 3 people around there that didn't agree. Nah, if the history books are like saying, like, yo, this is what.
You made them
2 or
sound
3
dupe,
people?
stupid as hell.
What
So tell me he's instigating like you do me.
Yeah, you are
My bad.
You got in trouble.
to your point, Mike, to add to your point, is the big speech he gave at the end to make it seem like, oh shit, yeah, you
Mhm.
were right.
Mhm.
You were right. We were wrong for doing that shit. We're just gonna sell this palm oil shit and just be done with all the other shit. Like, he made it seem like they stopped at the end, and of course, what when they met as well.
Mhm.
So yeah, it did kind of put a little bow on it to make it seem like it was like they kind of just stopped slave trading.
Why didn't they?
Did
just,
y'all want to see that movie though? Do y'all want to see that movie
What are you talking about?
of them actually doing that? Do
I
y'all
think
want
they
to see
just
that
could have
movie?
stopped with her getting the kid back.
Oh,
No,
you're
that's
saying
not the
do we want
question
the
I'm
movie where
asking.
they're
I'm
slave
saying, do
trading?
y'all want to see that movie?
The movie where they're slave trading?
Yeah,
No.
right.
No, but I feel like this movie would have made more sense. Just don't make it about the homie. Just make it if you're gonna fictionalize and change shit anyway, then just call it some other tribe. And then we can walk in being like, this is a great movie about awesome African warriors, and I don't have to go home and realize that a lot of this is bullshit.
Because there are
Sorry, I knew you. I told you you were gonna get mad at me. I told
I'm
you.
not mad. It's just I don't know.
there are some people that walked away thinking that.
I did. That's why I looked it up. I was like, this is just awesome. They were stopping the slave trade. These motherfuckers are tight.
I've heard the conversations.
Google was like, psych. Thought you was, homie.
So you're saying that
The
ruined
homies
that
thought you was
ruined the
the
movie
homies.
for y'all?
Nah, no one
Okay.
said it ruined it. It just
But it's ruining it for people. Like that. Like
Oh.
the fact that they went on Google, saw this thing. You enjoyed the movie, but then you saw this article or what? I mean, you saw the history or whatever, and now all of a sudden you don't like the
Basically,
movie.
like you lied to me.
You know,
I can
it's
see
like
why. I can see why it would ruin it for some people. It didn't ruin it for me just because, like I said, I walked in knowing it was a Hollywood movie.
yeah, it's not a
But-
documentary.
But yeah, that's not really an excuse because it's like you still base this on a real tribe, and you literally change the entire ending of how the tribe was taken out. Like you made it seem like they really were like stopping the slave trade, and they had this moral standing against the slave trade. But then when you get home and you look it up, and none of that is true.
How long
it
did
just-
this king particularly reign in this tribe?
I don't even know if he's a real king. Is he a real person?
He was.
He was a real
so,
person?
So I don't know. I don't want to
mean,
get too deep in that because I'm thinking like, nah, I don't want to go there.
We can make excuses and say, well, maybe the king only reigned for 5 years and they went back to the other shit. Yeah, sure. But we also have to take into effect that 2 white women walked in and wrote the story that they wanted to, like, they took out the one part that they wanted to talk about.
Yep.
And the shit just feels weird to me. I'm not going to, like, tell people to run out and see this because it's a black movie. It's not really. 2 white ladies wrote it.
And they probably got to the end. It was like, so,
Yeah, we can't do this. Let's change this around.
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
So then it's weird. It's just weird. It's not. I don't hate the movie. I still enjoyed it. It's just weird. I have a weird feeling about it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a story from this particular tribe in this particular time period
That didn't happen. That's the problem.
The Warriors happened, which was what the basis of the story to me was supposed to be about. It's supposed to be what I took from the movie was that it's about this tribe that has these fierce female warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what they were fighting for in this particular time period, sure,
Right.
but ultimately the point of this movie was about the warriors and how they're equal and they have opinions and they're able to their stance in the tribe is. And that part I will say was a little bit different because the history with the warriors were not as we're on the same playing field as it portrayed in the film.
And they did have children. All of that stuff was not true.
Right.
And I think if they didn't join, then they get the head of some shit.
Yeah, and they were technically considered the king's wives as well. But I guess the point was also to see that you have this woman who's a powerful leader and can sit right on the side of the throne with the king as well. So that's what I took.
But to the whole
film.
baby point that you just made, they kind of allude to that. They kind of allude to with the younger girl that, why that's not fair. Why can't I have kids? Like, so they didn't show that particular story, but they did allude to the fact that maybe some of them did have some kids or whatever.
She was just bad and talk back a lot.
You ain't fuck with her?
She didn't want to do anything anybody's. She didn't want to follow any of the rules.
I mean, with the first time we see her, she about to get sold off to some older.
I know she fought back, but even when she got there with the rest of the people, she was talking back to Nene.
I liked her doing that. That gave her a little bit of spunk.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But
They
that's
liked
what
it
made
too.
it.
They liked it
didn't.
too.
You didn't like it at all?
It was just nah.
But it made sense being that it was her daughter.
That's the part I hated.
But they made it make sense.
Because they
Makes
could have just
sense.
made it to where Nineska saw her and saw something of herself in her and then just had a connection with her. I feel like they didn't have to force the daughter part.
I'm not saying that they had to force that, but I'm saying that's the way they tied it. Is what I'm saying.
Did you not like the scene though when she revealed that she was like, well, like
When she was in the bath?
well, not even just in the bath, but just like her conversation with her right hand. When she was like, what you do with the baby? She was like, nigga, you bringing up some shit I ain't even think about in a minute.
Yeah,
like,
that was a
scene,
powerful scene.
That was
yeah.
a good scene. I really liked that.
I did like that
I
scene.
know you don't think this out of all these kids that this your baby.
And what did you say? I am not your servant or something like that.
That was dope.
Because I remember before that scene, she told her to shut the fuck up with just her head. She was like, she held it there for about a minute. Motherfucker was like, nah, nigga, don't talk to me like that.
Yeah. She's like, I can't lie to you. I liked that scene a lot. I just didn't like the connection. That didn't ruin the movie for me though. It was just kind of stupid. It was just like, you didn't need to do that.
What did you think of Nawi in general?
I loved her. I loved her as like, and I don't usually like. Well, I guess you're not a kid. Well, shit. Okay,
yeah, that's a grown woman.
I usually don't like little kids in roles like this. They annoy me and they just irk me. But for some reason, whatever she was doing fucking worked. And it worked for the whole movie. I believed her when she was just like, I'm not marrying this old motherfucker. I believed her when she got popped in the mouth. I believed everything she said when she was in that room. I believed her when she was climbing back to them thorns to get her homie.
That shit, bro.
Anyway, yeah, I liked her. I liked her throughout the entire film. I thought she was great.
really
she
good.
has a future. Especially
she's been in a lot of South African movies and shit. So like she's like, this is like her first big American film type thing.
Is she actually South African?
Yes.
Good for her. Good for her.
Yeah, that's it. Because I don't know why I thought about Wonder Woman. Women had something like that in Wonder Woman.
The obstacle course.
Yeah, I thought about that shit when I was watching that. But yeah, she was a G with that shit, bro. And it felt like when she went back through the thorns, like I felt. Have y'all ever been through some?
Bro,
man, that shit is cool. Yeah, that shit.
Man.
That's the one thing I did
appreciate. Your ass up.
I appreciate about this movie. They went there. Like they wanted you to feel it. You hear it. Like you could like.
I remember.
You see them. You see them like as soon as they walked in, everybody bleed.
I ain't gonna do thorns like that, but I've
not like that.
Smaller enough.
You run into one, like fell in a bush or something.
Like you have the experience.
You went through worse than that, nigga.
Oh yeah.
You've had the experience to when you see it, we're like, oh shit, those are probably bigger than the ones I went through.
Yeah.
That shit got to be crazy.
Yeah.
And then when she jumped off the damn wall,
I thought she broke her leg.
I did
too.
Bro, I felt like it was funny because the people in the movie had the reaction of the people watching the movie, like, ooh.
Yep.
I was like, dang. Yeah, that was tight. Yeah, so
she was not gonna let her little friend with the bangs win.
Nah, she still outraced her ass.
Yeah, that shit was tight, bro.
No, I was.
Nate, did you like the relationship between Nawi and what's her name?
Naneska.
No, the other one.
The tall one?
Yeah.
Igozi.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I really did. And like as strong and powerful as Viola Davis's character was, that's who she wanted to emulate. Like she wanted to be like her. And the way she like took to her and like as strong and as powerful as she was, like she still was gentle with her. Like and I loved their relationship and I loved her character. I can't remember her name, how to pronounce her name, but yeah, I loved her character.
You're talking about her real name?
Lashana Lynch is her real name. I'm talking about the character's name.
Igozi.
Yeah.
You were saying it in the.
I was, but I can't get it now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Did y'all like how she died?
Not really.
I didn't either.
I getting shot in the back like Ricky.
I had a feeling it was coming.
I did too. I knew she was going to die when I saw her.
She was such a likable character that you knew she was going to be the one to die, which is why I didn't have a big
But I thought it was going to be like a
it.
warrior's death, like that last battle scene before that.
I mean, it was. That bitch was running around beating niggas with a broke arm.
Right.
She went out like a G. I'm not mad at her at how she went out.
But the scene ended with this nigga looking over her like, oh yeah, if you want the little girl, it's $1.50. Like, it was like a horrible.
Well, it was bad before that because she looked up at Nawi and was like, "You still ain't shit." So I was like, "Why did you?" Like, it was funny, and I was like,
and Malik don't know what to do. He like,
like
look,
bro, you can come with me or you can go with her.
That's my chick on the auction block, nigga. The white man like, nigga, you lucky you ain't up there.
He did say that.
Real. That was
It
some
turned
real
on you
ass
quick.
shit.
That
Yeah.
was fucked up.
Hey, I was getting weak. I was
Bro,
like,
That was
bro,
real.
this
Like,
nigga ain't your friend.
I
what
didn't
would you do
laugh.
if somebody told you that shit?
Kill him. What you mean?
Not around white
He
folks.
eventually got to him. He eventually got his
He let the
revenge.
other dudes. I'd have got a licking at least. He didn't even go
I
over there and
probably would
kick
have
him.
got a licking. Yeah.
Shit. You
But,
tell me some shit like that. What the fuck?
I liked her, and
did too.
I hate that she died. I didn't even think
Mm.
about how she died. I hate that she died.
That
I
was
was
same
like,
thing.
I knew she was gonna die.
Same
I knew
Yeah.
thing.
she was talking about
I
that.
didn't know.
She was talking about her life throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
But they serving up to
Look,
die.
you knew either she was gonna die or Naneska was gonna
I
die.
thought Naneska was gonna die.
Nah.
I thought she was gonna die at some
Yeah,
point,
till she
but
died.
it was just they made Igozi way too likable. And the second I saw her in that cage, I was like, "Fuck, she's gonna die."
As
That's
soon
what I
as-
thought she wasn't. Because I was like, if she survived that, she's gonna
Mhm.
survive, everything else.
I knew as soon as she did that little challenge with the little sword in the
that
chest,
shit was dope.
I was like,
Yeah.
she gonna die.
Yeah.
They made her too powerful.
Mm.
They too
They
like
made her
she
too
seemed like she
powerful.
invincible.
I
or
was
something
holding
like
out hope, man. Like I
Yeah.
knew like a lot of the other ones that we didn't care about was gonna die, but it felt like most of the main ones were gonna get away. Like
They-
even the big tall
They
one got
they took
lit.
out a lot of women in this though.
And I thought, yeah, but we don't even know who they are.
The little light skinned girl with the poofy hair.
She wasn't really that relevant.
They got rid of. They killed the little Mahi girl, the one who had the one that came from the slave.
Oh
one.
yeah, he did kill
Yeah.
her.
Look, real quick. Sorry, Eric Jones. Not a single person here said this was terrible.
Hmm?
Relax, bro. I knew this was gonna happen. That's why I started to not say anything. Because I knew they were gonna try to Reddit me. It's like, bro, no one here says this movie's terrible. I think everybody here actually really enjoyed the movie.
Were y'all all impressed with the action scenes?
Yeah.
Hell
Yes. They killed the action
did.
scenes, bro. They killed the action scenes.
They did.
Especially they not have like a large budget to do like,
Mhm.
some of the stuff they do with large budgets action wise. Nah, man, they did a really good job.
Yeah. Everything being
Yeah.
practical made it
Yeah.
better. The fact that there was no CGI, this made this that much better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like when and you knew it was gonna come back around, but when she was like, we don't need a gun or whatever
To use
it was,
gun
we
Oh,
need
just need a spark.
Mhm.
Yeah, and she she set all those termites into bombs, and they made their whole camp there.
That was dope.
Man,
God, that was dope as fuck.
Mhm.
them motherfuckers were taken out. It was good to kind of see them fighting, especially when Uzi,
Mm.
Who's
Izuki.
Uki?
The villain.
Uzi, no, the one that died,
Izuki.
Lashana.
Oh yeah.
Uzuki, yeah. When
You said Lil Uzi.
Oh, the tall chick.
Mhm.
no, when both of them were fighting and they were kind of swinging with each other,
Oh,
they
yeah.
kind of had the spear and they were
Mhm.
kind of swinging around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of tight. And then when she
Yeah.
used that rope that
Yeah.
she clowned,
I knew that
about
was gonna
being a
come back
weapon.
around too.
Yep, that was dope. They brought that back around.
Somebody
and
else did that. And Prey.
Oh, yeah, she did
Oh
that
yeah,
right.
they had the same little weapon.
axe,
I wonder
but
if
she had
that's a
an
real
axe.
weapon. Like I wonder if that's something that they really use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the little thing up with the sword and the
Where
string.
when they tie it and they throw it, that's a real thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, no, the action scenes were cool. And them motherfuckers are like, hey, retreat. These
Yeah.
motherfuckers kicking
I
our
like that
ass.
they always brought the fight to people. Like, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? They didn't wait. They
And I
brought it
like
to
that
them,
one
yeah.
black dude that never said shit.
Yeah,
who
but
was
he always
around.
down. The one who was burning the table and shit.
Yeah, man, he rubbed that fire all on the table,
Hey,
bro.
threw the stick. Like,
I liked him. Yeah.
That was the auction block, right? That was
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
an auction
burned.
block.
So
She was
I
like
like
burnt
that
all that shit
I
up.
like that they put emphasis on that he burned
Yep.
that shit.
He,
So I thought that was
yeah,
dope.
he rubbed that fire all on that
Mhm.
motherfucker. But yeah, I liked him. He didn't really say anything. Did he say anything in the movie?
he
Mm-mm.
said
Said
a,
a
little
couple
He,
things.
he was the when they after the termite battle and shit and they felt
Mhm.
like they won. He was the first nigga to scream. He was like,
Yeah.
"Let's go!"
I argued with her like after the king. He was the one who was like, "You talk to the king behind my back," and she was like, "If the king listens to me, it's because I've earned his respect." Type
Mhm.
situation. So
Mm.
yeah, he was the male leader. So he was like Naneska's peer for the men.
Okay.
Hmm.
But yeah, when she went to go get it, he was right there with her, but he
Mhm.
never let her. He was always by her side.
Yeah, what was the point of the main queen, the wannabe queen? Like, what was the
To be a
point of her?
hater.
Yeah,
Everybody gotta have.
Well,
haters.
I would imagine too, like traditional queens and being, the ladies and all of that stuff,
Mhm.
and the ones who in this story had the babies. Like I can see there being some sort of animosity, especially because the amount of work that you go through to be cute and all that kind of stuff, and she just comes in and she has the same level of respect that you do. I could see there being
She was like,
jealousy.
"This
and
girl
animosity.
dirty."
Right? She come in here smelling like a whole nigga.
She was mad as Hell.
And he was like,
Yeah.
"Hey man, go somewhere."
And just in general, like with him having multiple queens, I'm sure there was jealousy and envy and pettiness between the queens.
That shit was funny when he's like, "Go get her." He's like, "Go ahead, yeah,
Go talk to her. Go.
go talk
Nah,
to
when
her."
he walked down the hallway, he was like, "My love, my
My
love."
love, yeah. I was like,
What? Hey Mike, one time he didn't even say that. He
Bruh.
just grabbed her. He was
He
like,
just hold my pinky. Just touch my pinky. He was so dope.
the Kings. Who was the guy beside him? The gay one.
Oh, I liked him too.
I did too,
I
man.
liked
he was
him
like, "Oh yeah,
too.
she the one that fought for him to be at the position.
He
What the
said,
hell you
What
do?"
the hell you
He
doing?
was like,
And then he,
let me tell you about what these motherfuckers doing.
then he kind of he
And then,
snaps his
and
way
then,
on off.
and then the kid got upset with him. He's like, "What I tell you about telling these girls my secret, all my business?"
Yep.
And she was like, "He's like, y'all been talking about me behind my back again."
He was like, bitch, you better get them.
He was a pimp.
He was
He was a real pimp. He looked like a pimp.
I
Man,
love
yeah,
that
bro.
guy, man.
Yeah.
So was the guy? Was he one of his lovers too? Like,
No, he
did
was a
they-
eunuch. Remember, they said no dudes could come through unless you're a
That's
eunuch.
right.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, I was a little confused about that part.
Oh yeah, the super chat's closed. My bad, I ain't mentioned. I got caught up in the comment. I'm sure they put something in the thing.
Nah, they just did.
Oh, they did?
Good job.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Like, yeah, we on that. We on top of that.
My main biggest gripe
Uh-oh.
was when Nawi got captured after she got knocked out in the fight,
Mhm.
and her friend, she looked at her friend, she's like, "Nigga, you ain't tied up." She was
Man.
like, "Nah." He's like, "Nigga, roll your ass off this car."
And she
I'm
wanted
like,
to do it.
that's what I'm like, bruh.
She
Who has
was
to?
scared.
Yeah.
Because she said she ran, right?
She's scared of freedom.
She was so
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Rod, I'm just trying to tell. I'm trying to say it how it is. am I not? That's
Did she say that too? She was like, "Don't you want to be free?"
Yeah, that's something like, nigga, you don't want to be free. Get your ass out of here.
What you doing?
That was my biggest gripe. That's what stuck with me the whole movie. Like, I was
But that was
upset.
also the girl who was like, who she went back
Real-
for.
yeah.
And Niska made a point to say, you
Mm.
know, you don't go back for your friends. Your friends have to learn how to stand on their own 2 feet.
Mhm.
So I think they were kind of trying to make her
Oh,
seem like she
Jesus.
was like really skittish and she really wasn't about that
She
life.
just killed somebody before she got captured.
It was like the only person.
I
she
thought that was her
killed.
moment of getting over that
Nah,
fear.
because she had no choice. Kill or be killed,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Well, shit, I,
Yeah.
man. when
Nah,
I
she
seen
was
that
still
scene, I was
scared.
like,
It made sense for her to be hurt.
that
I-
bitch-
It
yeah.
did.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
made
And
sense
they
for her to
needed
be
some
hurt.
way for her to get the message to get back to Nene.
Mhm.
That part was good, man. I liked it.
Nene.
Yeah, it was fun.
I liked it.
Nene and Nene.
Mm-mm.
Now,
I
I don't know
can't
why
say their name.
she couldn't reach over and untie her before she
That-
rolled her ass out. That was the only
that's
part I had
what
a
I
gripe
I
with.
was thinking about so many things, bro. That was the first thing. First of all, I was like, she should have just rolled off. Saying, no, you could have helped her out because she, you know what I'm saying, fucked with you heavy. But I guess. Were y'all surprised that the king actually came at Viola Davis toward that last part for the mission? He didn't want her to do the rescue
I
mission
like
because they had the
that.
whole party set up.
No, that made sense.
Mhm.
I like that
Really?
scene because it showed that even though she was this powerful warrior, she still had a place as a woman. And there was still only so much she could do against her king. So it was really, I saw like that struggle of as successful and as much as I've done, I'm still supposed to know my place.
Even the way she bowed to him,
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You dead to fight your king? He was
Mm-mm.
like,
He's
damn.
like, know your place. Like, look, don't
Like,
get it. He's
pretty
like, don't
much
get it
that.
twisted.
He's like, just because I
No,
let you
yeah,
hang
don't
around
take,
me.
don't
Yeah.
take this admiration for weakness, bitch.
Right,
Man,
right.
that was a lie.
Right.
I was like, damn. And she was like, all right, fine.
And
Shit.
she
I'm
was out-
going anyway.
Yeah,
though,
she was out there
motherfucker.
jogging.
Shit.
Hey, nah, I fuck with this movie. I fuck with- So y'all talked about the relationship y'all didn't like. Why do y'all like the relationship between Malik and Nawi?
What was there to like?
Right.
Like, why did we
He came
need
back
it?
home. He said, "My mama's from here."
The only thing I liked about what he did was that in the end, instead of turning them in, he actually fought against the oppressors.
Mhm.
You know, that's what I like. That he wasn't one
It
of
was
those.
last minute though.
He wasn't one of those type of black folks in the show. He like it was last minute,
It was
but
on the boat.
yeah,
It was
you
literally
know,
on
he was like, this shit is fucked up. Like they could have, he could have, you know, helped his old boy out. In movies in the past, we've seen it.
And honestly, if he ain't getting no pussy from Nawi, He probably wouldn't have helped
Did
him
he
out.
hit though? That's what I've been trying to.
No.
I was
he
trying to
didn't.
figure it out.
He
I
did
didn't
because
think
she
I
was
didn't
wrapped.
think
She
they
was
did
wrapped
either.
up naked in the bed
She
cover.
took, but remember he was giving her a bath and he was washing her off. So the way I took it is she washed off and went to sleep. He came in from a completely different.
He was
room.
half naked though. He probably was just washing off after they
He
get
was
smashed.
half naked the whole fucking movie.
When he put his hand on her titty, I was like, all right, that's the side.
He didn't put her.
When did he do that?
Remember
She was like your heart.
yeah, that was his put his hand on his titty.
I didn't
I
get
don't
the
think they
impression that they
fought.
had
They
sex at all.
smashed, bro. Because he gave her that sign like when
She
they
came out the room like they did though. When she was, she had that. I just had sex.
No,
look.
she was in that room. He came from another
A
room.
completely
I
different.
know. I think.
room.
I think he was just.
I'm
Like,
just saying the way she looked at. She
It
came
looked
out
like
half
it.
naked.
Yeah, I did think it too. but
Yeah,
after the movie's done, I don't think they did.
yeah. I mean, you saw it twice though.
Yeah, I don't think she.
I mean,
did.
they should have. Should. He's about to die
No,
anyway.
they
Fuck
shouldn't.
I
that.
thought he would.
Why not? She's
Why?
31.
She was
Man,
his?
We didn't. Need-
See.
Didn't he buy it?
See,
Is
this
that-
why we
is
can't.
what he got
I
sold?
keep telling
I
y'all.
forgot he did
This is
buy
why we
her.
can't do live shows.
I forgot he bought her because she came into her like, nigga, if you think you get some pussy tonight, that's nothing.
He should be like, get my money back then.
You like, so what you want me
I'm about to return your ass. Give me the receipt.
No, he was like, "Here's the key. You can leave when you want to." He gave her the key. He gave her the key, man.
Yeah, he did. He gave her the key so she could. But damn, she didn't lock the door.
She need to.
She want him to
If
sneak
this
in there.
room's a rocking, don't come a knocking,
His
bro.
little sexy self.
I think they
Say,
had.
"First
I
thing
think they
on
had
here."
sex
I
actually.
don't think they.
He
had
touched
sex.
her, bro. When man, after he washed her hands, she was like, all right, you cool now.
That's not. That's
They
not.
they got intimate. Like I think they had sex.
They didn't have
the way
sex,
she came
though.
out the room, man. It just looked like she had.
It was
just
a
had
post-sex
sex.
face.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't know. It seems like if they
Just
did, they
because a
would have.
bitch sleep naked don't mean she
It's
had
not about her
sex.
just sleeping. It's not about it. It's just the way she came out. Just
They
kinda
have
What she
scrambled.
supposed to
The
do?
scene ended with him grabbing her titty.
Why are you harping on
I
the
know. I'm saying that's how they got it started because he looked at her, she looked at him, and we cut to another
They
scene.
didn't have pajamas back then. I assume she probably didn't want to.
She came out in pajamas when she
She was
slipped
in their room. She was in the room she was in, and she just looked out the window. I don't think she came out of a room, right?
No,
She
she went
did.
out the window onto the balcony to see
Right.
what was going on, and she saw that they was coming. She was
And then
like,
the other
"Oh,
dude
shit,
came
She
over
over
here.
here, yeah, she over here fucking
And
while
I-
her sister's
Right.
fighting.
She was not.
But then the other
fucking while
dude
her
came from
sisters was
another
Right.
room into her room.
It
I
seemed
thought
like
he-
they were trying to tell us that they didn't by having him come.
Correct.
Right. That's what I thought too.
See, I didn't realize that.
I think he just got done washing up.
That's not what happened.
That's you added too much.
Bruh, this was
It
the
don't
olden
matter.
days. They don't do all that back then.
He washed her hands.
It don't matter. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's crazy, y'all harping. This had nothing to do.
I know that's
We're
why
talking about
that's why I'm
the
trying to keep it moving.
Oh yeah, okay, we gonna wrap this up. So the final battle scene between the bad general and Viola Davis. What did y'all think about that?
I like the fact that they didn't just show her manhandling him because I don't think that would have been believable to people.
I thought
I
she was
like the
gonna die.
fact that even whenever they fought, like she took her licks too.
Mhm.
And like he like when they were like hand to hand, like he handled her a little bit as well. But I like the fights.
Was that her daddy?
I think they were. I don't know if they said that necessarily that was her father because they said that basically like when they had her captive, that several men came in and raped her, and then she became pregnant. So I don't really think I know they were trying to insinuate him as being the main bad guy because she recognized him from his earring, but I don't think that necessarily was Nawe's daddy.
Well, I thought Nawa said that she's sorry that her dad is like a killer and stuff like that. And stuff. So I thought it implied that was her daddy,
Yeah,
which is why she felt that way about that particular guy.
Oh,
Touche.
I missed that.
Yeah.
touche.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think about that final battle scene, Mike?
It was cool. I mean, it was what I expected. After he beat her ass the first time, I figured she was gonna come back and kill him.
He beat her ass the first time.
He beat the
Yeah.
shit out of her. He had her up against the
Yeah.
little hay thing. It was a bah, bah. She took them licks too. I got it.
She did.
Bah, bah. You remember that?
The first fight they had.
The first fight they had, he beat her ass.
Media at the same.
Or am I thinking of the second fight?
It was the first fight.
That was
It
the
was the
second.
first
The
fight,
second fight
yeah.
he threw her up and he started smacking her around. The first fight they was kind of going toe to toe, and then they had
Nah, because she had to be saved by Naui.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
I
when
thought,
she was
I thought
limping-
now he saved her from the rest of his crew.
She was on the ground. He was above her, right? Yeah.
He beat her ass the first time
He
because
beat
remember
her
she was
ass.
limping and she was holding the side like,
She
oh,
sure was.
yeah.
Yeah, he broke her rib and shit, man.
Hmm.
This is not fair.
Did you fuck with the final battle scene, King?
You wanted to take it back after you did
I
it.
did.
But you was too
I'm
late.
so bad.
Hey, Jalen, edit that out. But yeah, I mean, it was to be expected, you know. I was just more curious in how it was gonna go. They were gonna go about doing it. And I'm with Nay. I'm glad they didn't show that she turned into some superwoman. You know, that she had to be kind of, sneaky in the way she did.
Even though she did block that bullet with the knife.
Man, that shit was dope how she
It
did that
was
shit,
dope.
though. I
It
liked
looked
it.
dope.
That was not dope.
And then she handed her other knife. And that
Like
shit
the
was
way it
so
bounced
dope.
off the knife. And then it
I thought she was gonna
jumped
jump
out
in
of
the air
hand.
like Wonder Woman when he was coming out with the horse. Before she just slipped the
she
horse.
sliced the yeah.
Oh yeah, poor horse.
Is that what they did? 'Cause the horse got up and left.
It did get up.
I don't know what she
confused.
cut.
I don't know what she cut.
She cut. I thought she cut the horse nose off. And I was like,
You
bro,
didn't
she
think
cut.
she
Why
cut
do
the
you think
horse
that?
nose off.
Because I
You
thought I
didn't
saw
think
a
that.
chunk flew somewhere.
You didn't
No.
see no
I thought
chunks
a
fly.
chunk flew somewhere.
You
Bro,
didn't
she
see
just
the
hurt
horse
the horse.
nose fly. You didn't see that,
I
Nicholas.
thought she slit the horse's nose right off, smooth off. Bro, what? Because the horse felt like he was upset. Like this nigga, like, bro,
Like, my nose is gone.
Yeah, like, some bullshit. Nigga, you said he was going to ride. I know it was ride or die.
They just got them horses too,
Yeah,
didn't they?
dude. Yeah.
Oh, it's a brand new horse. She had cut his nose off. This some bullshit.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
But Rod, you was fucking with everything with like this final battle scene well, yeah, just the final battle scene. I ask you that.
Yes, yeah. Nah. The final battle scene was what you talking about between Viola and the guy? Yeah. It was dope. I agree with everybody else. Like it made it look believable.
What about? Did you get emotional when now we called Viola Mama for the first time?
When did that happen?
when it was about to dance.
It was about to dance.
And she was like, "Mother, will you dance?"
She called her mother?
Yeah,
did.
she
Yeah.
whispered in there. It's like, Mama, you trying to get Boogie on the?
It was like real like subtle. She did it real
I
subtle.
don't think I heard it.
They did it really
It
subtle.
didn't show up on my little
It was
thing.
kind of cool.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Mm.
But I was more touched like emotional about when she cried over
Bro.
girl dying. Like I
Yes,
was
me
like,
too.
So
God.
that
She did.
She was
That was the best.
big
That was the best
crying.
actor. Yeah, I see
Yeah.
that.
It wasn't even. It was
Oh,
the lean,
God.
bro. When she had that lean.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about
The
Viola.
rockin' lean?
Viola, yeah. Oh my god.
Oh.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
We
what
talking
you
about two different things.
I'm talking about when
When Ngozi died.
Ngozi
Oh.
died.
That,
Who you talking
man,
about?
that part fucked me up.
Yeah, me
I
too.
was like,
I'm with you too, though. Ken, that whole rocking.
Yeah, when
I
she
was
just
like,
rocked up, and it was
that's
slow.
that
She's like,
Viola. That's that Viola cry.
What cry? What cry she did?
When they were talking
I'm like,
over
damn.
Ugozi's grave, and she was like, "I'm sorry that
What I look like.
that my that I was
I gave you up.
My father was a killer," and she was like, "No," and she was like, "You are not the thing that hurt me," and all of that
Mhm.
stuff. So yeah, that one that was I
had
almost
some
got
scenes
emotional
in
that
here,
scene.
They
bro.
did. They had some scenes.
They did.
I think I laughed, cried, and did everything in this.
The
motherfucker.
thing
That's what I was telling Nate. I was saying like it touched on a lot of things that films need to have in them, and they hit a
was
lot
a
of
lot of-
I
marks.
think the thing that annoyed me about her crying over old girl was that I'm like, man, you still can get away. Like, why are you
Oh.
still here?
I was wondering that too, because like they just let her cry.
Yes. for
That's why he
way
looked
too
over
long.
like, oh, this motherfucker dead.
That part, man, that shit was hard.
Yeah, because she
man.
even told him like get away or something like
Yeah,
that.
she
Yeah, it's like
no.
don't touch her. Oh my god, that
Yeah.
shit was good.
It was good.
Even what's her name? Lil Uzi. She had a good scene when she was describing her childhood and stuff like that.
Who are you talking about now?
He's talking about the one we can't pronounce.
Ngozi?
Yeah.
It's Ngozi.
Oh, Ngozi. My bad. I'm sorry.
How you African and can't say it?
This is,
I had to throw one. I had to throw one before the show was over.
Tell you, it's West Africa. Oh my God. I'm from the east
I'm
side.
disappointed, man. You supposed to be helping us out.
Oh my god.
She had that scene
Stop.
when she was talking about when she was talking about like her past and stuff like that, and she was like, I could cry, but I'd rather
She's
laugh.
like, "Better
And I was
laugh."
like, bro, that shit.
Wait, who said that?
When she was explaining like her childhood upbringing, because remember,
Oh,
Navi was
yeah.
always telling myself, nigga, I ain't come from no sweet shit. I came
Yeah,
from a
yeah.
gutter like y'all,
Mhm.
and they kept on telling her stories like, nigga, I ain't. She was like, look, I
Like
ain't
my
gonna be
mama
captured like
stole
your
my
ass.
virginity off, like she was selling
She
me
did
to
say that.
niggas.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
And it was just her mannerisms and the way she was when she was saying it, like just like, but it's better to laugh. Like I fucked
Yeah.
with her character so heavy. Like she was the heart of this movie to me.
She was great.
No, yeah, she was.
And
Great.
even like when she was reprimanding, like you cutting up a body, not a yam. Like she was the heart of this movie.
Any other thoughts on this film?
When the Nesca brought out that fucking bottle of liquor and said she don't want that, she wants
Well,
this.
yeah.
I cracked up. And it's not even really that funny, but for some reason in that moment, I thought that shit was so well played. You can look at me like that all you want.
No,
I don't care. That
I'm
shit was funny to
listening.
me.
I'm listening.
Don't hate on my
I'm
laughter.
with you,
I can't
Myke.
be happy,
I'm with
Nick.
you, Myke.
I didn't disagree.
God
I'm
damn.
listening.
You
Because
gave me that.
I'm thinking as I'm listening. I'm like, that was a good scene because I like how they
That's not
incorporated.
what your face said.
I like the relationship
I'm
between
dark-skinned.
her and the tall, thin one. I can't remember her name. The one who was real spiritual from another tribe. And like when they were like, she was doing the whole thing. She was like, "You and your nuts." Like I just liked I liked their dynamic and the fact that they known each other for so long and that there was a mutual respect there. And like even when she was like, "I will never question you in front of everybody else, but bitch, you the one who went off." And I just really liked that dynamic too. I thought they did a really good job with these characters.
They did with the relationships. They did a really good job with
Be
all
honest.
of this.
Did y'all laugh when she said your nuts were finally right?
Yes, a little bit. I chuckled in my head.
felt such
it didn't come out,
so
but I was
stupid.
like, this so
Oh,
childish.
mine came out. I felt so stupid because nobody else in the theater laughed with me.
Oh.
Yo, did anybody see the post credit scene?
This post credit scene?
Yeah.
I started to wait, and I was like, what was it?
I always
So
search it before I leave.
I do. Well, I do too, but
She
I
go to
didn't
America?
because she had saw it first. I was like, "Is there a post credit?" She was like,
Why
"No."
not?
I'm like, luckily she had to go to the restroom, so I went back in the theater just to make sure, you know. And yeah, it was one, but yeah, it was the tall chick. She was praying over the burial, pouring something on the blades, all the blades and stuff like that. I can't remember because I came in as it was on. I didn't catch it. But
That's all it was.
That's all it was.
Yeah, that was the whole scene.
Okay.
Oh, that's not worth waiting for then.
Yeah, I didn't look up the relevance, but yeah, when the movie ends, I always Google if there's a post credit scene before I
He
leave.
does too. It's so annoying.
We need to
Damn.
know.
We need to know. Marvel has done this to us. Like Marvel is
Yeah.
Marvel's fault.
If it's not a Marvel movie, I don't care.
I do it with all of them now,
Me too.
like just in case.
Every single one.
Just in case.
I like the conversation that King G had with the Brazilian dude when he was saying, "Well, man, you know, if you don't sell us these slaves, then we can't offer you protection." He was like, "All right,
Yeah.
Yes.
but I'm still a king, motherfucker.
Who's gonna protect?
So who gonna protect
your
you?
ass?"
I like that,
That shit
too.
was hard.
That's when I was like, I'm
Yep.
with you, bro.
I like
I'm
when he
with
was
you.
like, "Speak my language when you in my church."
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, he was talking down. He ain't put up with that shit. He was
Mhm.
like, I'm a king, motherfucker. What you talking about?
Right.
So did the little light skinned dude? Did he stay? I can't remember.
Nah, he left.
Nah,
He
he
left.
Yeah, the slaves told him, "You better get on the boat or you gonna die."
Yeah, because it's all those white men that
That's
died.
Like you gonna have to get out from here.
Because they had that little moment. She looked back.
I
and
thought he
yeah.
was gonna go with them,
With who? Which them?
like with
They
the
was half
homies,
and
I thought he was gonna go with the homies too.
because that's where he's from and shit like that. And
I
like,
Not
was
really.
not about to have
I thought it was gonna be
him.
on some Mowgli shit. Go back to your tribe.
They would have took him in.
They
I don't think
would
they
have,
would've.
but nah, you got to go back. Like, yeah, y'all don't want to go
I
back.
thought-
He was like, "You see these abs, bro? Let me stick around." Shit.
And he would have been at that gate every night. You ain't supposed to be here. You can't come in. He said, but you can come out.
Got that good hair and
Shit,
everything.
Come by the
What?
crib later. When
Right.
you done.
I like how she.
Come see the homie.
I like how
Yeah.
she was like, "You black, but you ain't really black, and you white, but you ain't really white."
Like, what are you?
That was
This is
fucked up. I know
confused.
some rappers that are very triggered by that.
I know there's a lot of people trying to. You got triggered by that shit and hear that shit. Were they protecting the homeland at the end when they were just standing over?
That's how it seemed to me too. Yeah. That was a nice
bring
end.
your ass back over here. You want to?
Right.
I like when the fight was over and she did the calling and they all started calling too to see
Woo,
who all was
woo,
still. Yeah,
I love
that shit
the,
was dope.
Yeah.
the music
I like
and the
that. That got
chants
me
and
too.
all that. I was
Yeah.
into all that shit.
Mm.
And I liked how the tall one whooped the shit out of that dude with that chain.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Oh yeah, she
The
beat the
white
white dude
dude?
with the chain.
Man, she was beating
Oh,
the shit
yeah,
out of that
yeah, yeah,
motherfucker,
yeah.
man. They lingered on that shit. I thought she was gonna die at that moment because they stayed on that scene so long, but I'm glad she didn't.
Me too.
Yeah, that shit was tight.
This was good, man. This was surprisingly good.
All the acting was really good in this.
Any other thoughts before the super chats?
You smashed the homie.
That's all I kept hearing was home. I was like, did it really come from? Is that where we get it?
That's
I would
where
give
it's
a
from.
shot.
Yeah.
I'll give a shout out to
I never even connect that till we got here.
He said, just because you're not the homie don't mean you're not still my people.
Like I
Bro,
said,
that was.
I didn't take it that way.
Oh,
at
y'all
all.
messed
I
up.
took
man. That
every
shit
time
was
they
deep.
The homemade.
That shit was deep.
once I heard
We
the
ain't make
homies,
it
I
up.
was like, I can't get that out of my head.
I never even heard it
make it
until
up.
y'all said.
What? Really?
How?
Every
They
time
kept
they
saying the
said
homies
it.
like,
Me
where,
too,
they was
Mike.
like, I do
They
anything to protect the
kept
homies.
pronouncing it the homemade.
They wasn't like, I do anything to protect the homies. I'll die for the homies. Like,
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
I never until we came here. I never even connected.
It's
it
that
all
way.
about the homie.
All about the homies.
It's
Bruh.
the way y'all saying it right
That's
now.
the way they
That's
said
how
it.
they
that's
said
how they
it.
said it.
They
bro.
say dough.
That's
is.
how
They
Mike
say dough
said it.
homie.
He said the homie.
No, dough.
No, duh.
Dough.
Depending on what part of the country you come from,
No,
they
sir.
say no too.
No, sir.
Nobody says dough
That's
homie.
true.
I want to give a shout out to Gina Prince by the
Oh, the
Wood.
homie.
Mhm.
She's also known for directing Love and Basketball,
Yes.
and more recently The Old Guard on Netflix.
Good for her.
She's really dope.
She's done
her
a
mom
lot of
got rid
stuff.
of her ass.
Disappearing acts.
Her mom.
Mm-hmm.
What you mean?
Because she was with a black
Oh yeah,
guy.
yeah, that's her backstory.
Yeah.
She's not black.
She's black.
She's mixed. Yep.
Biracial.
She was adopted by a white family
Mhm.
because
Oh.
her birth mother because she found her birth mother. She was like, that was not a good experience because she found out her birth mother gave her up because she was half black. 'Cause
Yeah.
her family wouldn't fuck with her.
Wow.
Her family wanted abortion.
Yeah, bro. Drop the ass off.
Wow.
It's gonna be a lot of after that law now. It's gonna be a lot of them motherfuckers out there like that.
Damn, that's crazy.
She worked on different world. She's been around for a long
She's
time.
directed a lot of stuff like TV and
How
Mhm.
old is she? I
she's
thought she was-
53.
Oh, I thought she was like 30 something. But I barely looked at the picture though.
No, I think this may be her directorial debut. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Damn.
But now she's
She
done
did
stuff.
She directed Love and Basketball. She directed Disappearing Act. She worked on Biker Boy. She worked on a lot of different stuff.
Bernie Mac show, Girlfriends, everybody. Hate
Oh, so
Chris.
she's definitely been around for
Yeah,
a
she's
while.
been
She
around for a long
embraced
time.
the black side for sure.
Mm-hmm.
She's like,
It's not like she didn't have a choice.
well,
Her mom's gonna kick her ass out.
She said she.
Shit, what else she gonna do? Go
Damn.
chill with the
No,
homie?
she's dope.
She chill with the-
Does that cancel out the white writers in a way?
No.
No?
Nice try though, but no.
No, I'm asking.
No. You did try it.
I was,
You would think about
this
that for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna
No,
get Mike
no,
ass.
I just thought
He
about
said-
it.
Mike, he said, Mike, think this review over. Watch this. I'm gonna get his ass.
Why doesn't it though? Like a little bit. I mean, because because Ryan Coogler, he doesn't write it, right? It's no way he can write it because it's part of the.
He writes it.
How does I always wonder how do they do that because it's part of the Marvel universe. They have to consult with them or something.
Yeah,
I think
don't
she's
know.
just
I
their
don't know.
blackface.
She what?
She's not just their black.
Who?
She's
She's
black.
Yeah.
Gina?
No,
For the
because
white
Viola's
writers.
been part
She's
of
a
this project
director,
for
man.
7
Yeah,
years. So
director's
that's
a
why
huge petition.
I'm kind of with Roz. So this was like a pet project of Viola's from the gate too. So I don't know if it's a situation where the script came to her or she went out and looked
V.
for somebody with the script.
That's not what I read because I read that it was originally supposed to be Lupita Nyong'o playing the lead.
I know
And then she
Viola
walked
says
away.
she's been part of it for 7 years. She's been trying to get it done for 7 years.
Interesting.
So she went and found white rider.
I don't know. That part I don't know.
I just feel, yeah, I'm kind of with Kim with that question because it's like, if you're going to make a movie like this, why wouldn't you just go get some black writers? You got the money to
Wasn't
pay
the
'em.
story already written or
highlight
something
Tyler
like that?
Perry.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
I
That's
think the
part I
story
don't
was
know.
already written. What'd you say?
This already felt like Tyler. There's already some fucking light-skinned dude with good hair running around with no damn shirt. It basically was some Tyler Perry shit.
TV, are you with me?
The second that fool came out the water holding his dick with his
Man.
fucking abs, I was like, what the fuck kind of daddy's little girl shit is this, man? Get this shit the fuck out of here, bro.
Let's get to these super chats. We appreciate y'all donating and supporting the show. Please continue to do so. First one, JM. Shout out to you. Says, what did y'all think of the girl sleeping with the slaver/printer salesman? I think she low key did the tribe dirty being with him.
They didn't sleep together.
Yeah, we've already.
We don't know that.
We've already had the conversation about that.
Yeah, we don't know
That's
that.
factual.
It
They
is
didn't
not
sleep
factual.
together.
If
It is
she
not
did,
factual.
that's kind of fucked up. And she's the rebellious type to do some shit like that.
Why is it?
Is it
fucked
messed
up?
up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it probably isn't messed up, but she know the rules.
Man, they fucked you. You fucking back, bro.
She was gone. She was sold to him.
Mhm.
True.
So,
So she probably thought she was free.
Yeah, she probably broke him off a little bit as a thank you.
Yeah.
even though she didn't fuck him, if she had, that's her business.
Why do you think that she did?
Because they weren't even in the same room.
They didn't fuck, man.
It only took
I think they would have emphasized if they
Yeah,
did
they didn't
fuck.
I
even
felt like they
kiss.
Well, you
would've-
They
think they was
never
gonna
even
clap cheeks in
kissed.
between?
did
No, I
kiss.
think they would have
They
made
never
yeah.
even kissed.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
they would have shown some. So other than him touching her heart,
I thought she was gonna pull his dick out when she walked up to
You
him
didn't.
and pulled a sword.
You
I
didn't.
was like, oh, she bold. This woman's a warrior. For
He just
real.
ruined the review.
I'm just saying.
God
But
damn,
again,
nigga.
when she walked up to the nigga, he was like,
I
oh,
didn't
he
know
was
what she was
ready.
gonna
He
do.
had that nigga ready face. He was like, oh, I'm in for a treat.
He thought he that's what he thought. You thought.
He said, I heard about you warriors now. He said, hurt me. Hurt me.
You're like, well, if that didn't work, shit, I'll just throw
I'm
some
going
money
to take
at
this
you.
sword then. Fuck it. Shit.
Lord
I
have
said, the homies always got a helping hand.
Why?
Next super
Why?
chat.
Why?
Next
Why?
super chat. Next super chat.
God damn.
Lauren J, shout out to you. They say, shout out to y'all. Love frames per second. One question: how do y'all feel about the new Deadpool 3 teaser?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
It's
I'll
just,
tell
it's just
you
him in his
about it.
living room, right? Then
Yeah, I
Hugh
saw
Jackman walks. It's not really a teaser.
something. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they doing Deadpool 3 together. That's what it's supposed to be.
where is he gonna be at though?
What do you mean?
Is he part of the MCU?
This is his
Yeah.
first introduction. To
Oh, okay. Oh, I think I may have seen something like that.
But it's not till 2024, so I can't get excited.
Is this the one that was talking about
See, that's why I
Wolverine was
hate
in it or
this.
something?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's coming back
Hugh
since
Jackman.
Logan. Yeah. One more time, they say.
Okay.
That's why I'm not interested.
Because I did like how Logan ended. I
Me
think some
too.
people said in the Reddit thread
Me too.
about that. And they don't want him to come back for like dick jokes and goofy
Right.
shit.
They don't want who to come back for
Hugh
that.
Jackman,
Wolverine.
like how he ended Logan was like,
Oh,
now you're bringing him
Yeah.
back and you gonna like,
man, that's
Yeah.
all Deadpool is, bro.
Yep.
That I'm like, if you in a Deadpool comic, that's all that shit is. He stays true to form regardless. So if Wolverine's in there, he's gonna get a lot of that. He always talked a lot. He wasn't always this goofy, like in the beginning when he was like with X Force or towards the end of the Mutant or whatever. But yeah, because I always thought Deadpool was cool till they goofed him out.
Next one is Eric Jones from Mike. They never stated in the movie they stopped to be fair, and they did stop until trade stopped and they restarted.
Yes, they did.
No history
Stop.
is perfect. TBF.
Holy shit, dude. Are we really doing
There
this?
you go, bro. He told you.
This dude came straight from Reddit.
He told you, man.
He did.
He
He
came
said, get
straight
your
from
facts.
Reddit.
Yeah.
He was like ball game.
They did say they stopped.
We
What the fuck are you
appreciate your
talking about?
comments.
No,
Hold on,
stop it.
No,
We're
hold
not
on,
gonna-
he
we're
got
not gonna let this dude pay to be fucking wrong, bro. Come on now.
He
They
can-
did too say that they stopped.
He can pay to give his opinion, and his opinion can be wrong.
He's actually
See, if he said shit to you, you can say that. This shit was directed at me.
Oh, okay.
It's not fair. This
Yeah.
is not fair.
They got another one.
Come on, Eric.
Eric Jones says black historical movies are inaccurate. Hidden Figures had a white savior that didn't exist, and no one complained.
we
we
did.
gotta enjoy
we
it for
did
what it
complain
is.
about that though.
I mean,
What are you talking about? How are you comparing the two?
Gee.
He's just saying overall, historical movies tend to be inaccurate.
He sound like
Black
some Fox
historical
News shit
movies
right now.
specifically.
Come
Are you
on,
black,
man.
Eric?
No.
EJ, I'm not.
Wait, he
I
gonna
hope
say
you're black.
What if he
Eric.
say no?
I'm trying
Eric,
to chill
Eric,
on this
knock
one.
it off. At the end of the fucking movie, he stood up and gave a big
He
ass
did.
speech about stopping the slave
He
trade.
said we're only slaves if we believe we slaves in our mind.
Like, right,
We are
Eric, knock it
limited.
off, bro.
Yep.
You can still like the movie and admit there was some bullshit in it. But don't try to act like we making shit up. They said this shit, bro.
And
Knock it
At
off.
some point, don't we need to stop accepting these historical inaccuracies? But
good
you know,
question.
I'm trying not to be that guy tonight.
Don't be that guy.
I'll be that guy
I
tonight.
just want to.
Eric, knock it off, bro. I'm
We
about
want
to
to
give you your money
focus on the
back.
woman warriors. That's what we focusing on.
All I'm saying is that
Woman
it can start and stop. That's all. That's my whole point. I mean,
Huh?
he didn't reign for the whole 1800s. Like, I mean, it can start and stop, but with different kings. So the same way shit can change with us here in the States, like, you know, depending on who's in charge. So that's how I just kind of look at it. This is just a point in time in this story that they decided to focus on. But I also, again, like, you can still enjoy the movie and still have your criticism. I say that all the time. Like, you can do both. It's fine.
See, it's fine, Eric. Chill out.
Yeah.
Eric got a lot of questions, but I'm gonna go to someone else first.
Come on, Eric.
JM says, what did y'all think of the first wife going behind the king's back to try and keep the slave trade going with the Portuguese.
I think Eric is one of them white writers in disguise. I think
We
he's
not-
blackfishing.
I hope not. I hope not, Eric.
Is that
Oh,
what she
that
did?
was shady boots,
I didn't
honey.
hear the question. I'm sorry.
What did y'all think of the first wife going behind the king's back to try and keep the slave trade going with the Portuguese?
It
Didn't he
was
cuss her ass out for
shady
that shit?
boots, huh?
Didn't he cuss her out?
He
for
I'm
that?
never,
surprised he didn't
they
kill
never.
her.
He said that he was going to punish her for that because she don't speak for me, and I've been told her to stop talking behind, speaking on behalf of me, and she will be punished for that shit. That was shady
He didn't
boots.
do shit to her.
I'm surprised they didn't kill her.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't do shit to her. She was talking shit the whole movie.
She was.
She was a little wild, yeah.
She was.
She was.
Nendeska should have beat her ass.
She was trying to
But
solidify
I don't
her
think
position.
she didn't sell out Nadeska, did she?
What do you mean?
Mm-mm.
Remember when she went off and then
Yes,
the
she
king was
did.
like,
She did
She
sell her
told
out.
her she was like the streets is talking, and they say your girl went off to go get them
Oh,
girls.
but
She did.
I thought he was like, I thought he was going to send some people after her. She was like, nah, chilling that we got a wedding and some other
Right?
shit. to prepare
He was
for.
like cancel the wedding. She was like, no, you can't cancel it because you'll look weak. So keep going and marry me.
I
Mhm.
thought.
Right.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood that whole scene. I
Mhm.
thought she was doing that to kind of look out for her.
No,
Nah.
she was no,
Because she didn't have to
dude.
tell him anything about
Okay,
it.
all right.
Yeah, no, she was looking out for
She was
herself,
like,
and
the
she said,
streets is
"Keep going
talking."
with the wedding, and
Okay.
I'm a good candidate."
I thought she was already married to him though,
Yes, but he was making her the woman king.
and she still didn't get the shit.
She
All
didn't.
didn't.
She was right there though.
Should have kept her mouth shut,
She was
man.
close.
She was dressed up, honey.
Yeah.
Now that cowrie shell crown. She was ready.
Presto_T says,
Presto.
how much would y'all have enjoyed it if Lena Waithe was involved? Jokes aside, I really
Everybody be dead.
Everybody be
That
the whole
Brazilian. He
Right.
was
He the only one that lived.
That would have been a slave movie. She would
That
have
would have
shown
been an
all the
absolutely
slave
slave.
movies.
Yep.
He would have took that whole cage.
Like, see, this is what they did. This is what they did, and that's what I'm gonna show.
Damn.
If Lena Waithe would have produced it.
Not Lena.
It said, jokes aside, I really enjoyed this, especially being a PG-13 action movie.
Mhm. I didn't even realize it was PG-13.
I thought
but
it was
yeah.
rated R because they was chopping off heads and some more shit.
But they
Yeah,
cut
but they
away.
didn't really
They cut away.
show it though.
Yeah, they did cutaways.
They showed a couple heads roll out, didn't they?
Well,
She kicked him out the
that was
basket.
dope too. That was
Yeah,
a
that
dope
was
scene
dope.
when she was
She was
like, "Oh my
I got your
God."
tribute right here, nigga.
That was hard.
Oh my
I wasn't
God.
expecting that. I
I was
really thought that
expecting
they sold the little Nawi. And I was like, damn.
Because when she picked out Navi, I was like, that's fucked up.
yeah.
Mm.
But
But then
Nawi
it-
was getting on her nerves.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
And I was like, wow, that's fucked up.
Nah, she
But
picked them
yeah.
to go with her.
Yeah.
yeah, that was shit.
That shit was
Oh,
hard.
and I like how they was like, nah, 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 and then they walked away and shit.
That's not what they
I
did,
don't
but
remember
okay.
that. I don't remember that part.
That's what they did. What did
It
they
wasn't
say?
no nah, nigga.
That's what it felt like to me.
They said he was Portuguese, not Brazilian, by the way. But
I thought they
said
spoke.
Brazil
they spoke
too.
Portuguese,
Yeah,
but he
that's
said he
what I
was from
thought, too.
Brazil. Mhm.
Eric Jones.
Not sure
What
about
up?
that one, Jimmy.
In the movie, they were trying to stop the trade of their own people. To be fair,
He has a
it's,
point
sta-
to make,
it's
Mike.
stated in the
Let
movie,
him pay his
and
money
he
to
never
make his
states
point.
it in the speech. Let me get his out the way. The next one
Don't
says,
say that, man.
No,
Thank
no,
you,
read
Eric.
that.
Out the
No,
way.
wait, hold on. Reread that last one.
in the movie, they were trying to stop the trade. In the movie, they were trying to stop the trade of their own people. To be fair, it's stated in the movie, and he never states it in the speech.
Whatever, man. Cool.
So he's saying that he never said we not gonna sell anybody in the speech.
Jesus
He said what he
Christ.
said. I'm gonna just keep it at that.
I'm gonna rewatch the shit, Eric.
I'm not rewatching shit for that because Eric's wrong.
Well, Eric also says, correction, all historical movies are fantasy.
Cool.
Wait, what? That don't make any sense, Eric.
I thought we were gonna let him have his
Fantasy?
opinion, just pay his money day.
For all
I
mankind.
mean, you can
was
pay your
definitely-
money to give your opinion, and we can combat it. I don't think they're fantasy.
You just changed the whole rules.
Y'all did.
God
I did it real eloquently.
Jessica.
You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious.
Thank you for your money, but you're wrong.
Last one from Eric Jones. He says, understand that we are getting this history from a white man's point of view, FYI. He reigned for 50 years and did stop slave trading at a point.
Huh.
Oh Jesus.
Huh. Is he black?
I don't know, Eric. What?
Eric Black.
I ain't fighting nobody, Othelius. Nay over here fighting with people. Leave me alone, man.
Othelius
I
in
appreciate
here?
it,
Oh, he is
Eric.
in here.
Appreciate it, Eric. Eric done did his research, y'all.
Oh,
I mean, do your research, Eric.
Lauren J says, are y'all excited for Black Panther 2?
Of course. I was looking at dresses to wear. Just
Uh-uh.
today.
You still doing that? You still
I
doing that?
sure am. Yes.
Rod, you doing it too?
No,
I
he's
ain't
not.
doing
Hey,
that.
Rod gonna be in there suited and booty. He gonna
Yep.
do the. He gonna do the.
Yeah,
You
looking
know,
like
Black
John
Panther
Boyega.
Nah,
Black
bro.
Panther's
Yo,
run-
John Boy.
Black Panther's runtime is 2 hours and 41 minutes.
Yeah, I
That's
saw that.
wonderful.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Right.
That
Bro,
gotta be.
That's
Terrifier
wonderful.
2's runtime is 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Are you
Who's
serious?
Yes, I guess that's a new
You said
thing.
Terrifier 2? There is no way in hell I would
It's like
watch.
2.5 hours.
That's a
Why?
2.5 lie.
Because it's gonna be
2.5 live.
There's a lot of
You
shit
said
there.
2.5 lives?
Nah, yeah, I just saw that it was going. It's the longest MCU movie now.
Wonderful. I'm
crazy.
excited.
They said. I thought they said it
I
was
thought
the longest.
I thought Endgame was longer.
I thought so too.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
Well, look,
Damn, that's a lot of Black Panther.
it's gonna be
wonderful.
good, y'all.
It
It's gonna be
is.
good.
You don't want to see
I
that much
can't
Black
wait.
Panther?
Ducati Jones said we gonna love it.
He seen it?
Because of course
I,
he's
thought,
seen it.
I was like, nigga, did you work for Marvel? But no, he said he just
Even if
come
he
for the
did, he
tr-
wouldn't saw it.
Yeah. Oh.
He
Yeah.
probably got a screener somewhere. But yeah, I guess it should be tight, Lauren. That's a long ass.
They're making it seem like this is probably the most concentrated Marvel film probably since.
They
They
better
can't
help.
fuck this up. in
Like
the
yeah,
middle.
like since Endgame, like it's
Yeah, they
like
can't.
everybody,
Are
like
black folks hyped
Feige
to
was
see
in
this?
on it and all this shit.
Say again?
Are black folks hyped to see this?
Yes.
Yes.
Black
think
folks
so.
are hyped
Are
to see
black
it.
folks hyped
Now
to see
Mexicans
this?
are hyped to see this. This is gonna be a fucking moment. It really
They
is.
trying to get both worlds.
And I mean, it's smart. It's smart. Man, this shit's gonna be tight. bro.
I can't wait.
This
The
shit's gonna be
the
tight.
trailer does keep on me like, damn, this might be good as fuck.
It's
It
gonna be
doesn't
good,
matter how
man.
many times I see it. It's still like
that scene with Angela Bassett.
I give it. You say it.
Yeah,
I can say it. Go ahead and say it.
Nah, I ain't
You
gonna
can
say
say
the
it.
way
Go
she
ahead.
said.
Good
Go
job.
ahead.
That was,
He
that
trying
was
to get me
good
fucked
stuff.
up. Nah, nigga,
Oh, you already been doing it the
I
whole
ain't do shit. I
episode.
said one thing.
You said two.
The
Mike
only
said
thing
most
I'm
of it.
worried about is the fact I ain't gonna be able to see it for a while because I can't go to theaters and have people
Go
talking
to
during this.
matinee.
They're gonna be in the
It's,
match.
it's
They not gonna be. If you go on a Wednesday at 2
Indie
o'clock,
experience. You want the nigga
No,
experience.
I do not want anyone talking while this.
It's gonna
movie
be
is
blacks
going
and
on.
Hispanics in the theater.
Everybody talking, bro. Everybody talking.
It's gonna be a
it's gonna
goddamn
be gasoline in the
eye.
bottle.
Bro, there's gonna be a grill in the theater.
I'm trying to tell
Bro, it's
you.
gonna be some
Man.
Mexican corn. It's gonna be all
Oh, the
kinds
elote? All the shit, bro.
I can't wait. Give me a
Man.
plate, nigga. I'm coming with the Tupperware.
I'm gonna have to touch them on my Spanish.
You gonna have to.
They say with every ticket you get 5 empanadas. All right, let me.
And 2 reels.
Mike's not laughing.
All right, my bad.
Y'all are
The last
racist.
question that we have for the super chats
Ooh,
is
Kaya.
Jason Palacios.
Okay.
Let me know if I'm pronouncing your name right. My bad. Off topic.
How's he gonna let you know?
You can type his pronunciation in the chat.
Ain't nobody doing that shit.
Off topic. Favorite Star Wars moment ever.
Why are you huffing?
He said off.
Why
They said
you-
off topic.
Because we literally just literally
You been trying to
talking
avoid
about,
talking
I
Star Wars
have
all
like
day.
I just cannot get into Star Wars. I was telling Roderick, it don't matter how many times I watch the old ones, the new ones, the shows, any of it. It's like none of it connects. Like the characters, besides the main characters, none of them like stick with me. And so it's just a universe that I cannot get into. It just does not stay in my brain. I wish it did, but it just don't. What was the question?
It was about a favorite moment, not a day red.
I don't have one. I wish
You
I
ain't got a
did.
single one.
I liked the Ewoks when I was a kid.
Okay, there you go. Got one.
I had a dog named Ewok.
You lying?
It was a child. It looked like a fuzzy Ewok.
They like got some human Ewoks in Andor
Do they? That's great.
and
Do they?
Kanara. That's what they reminded me of.
Favorite Star Wars moment, right?
God damn, bro. How you call these little kids fuzzy bears? They're regular ass little kids.
They're people.
They're
like regular
little
people.
kids.
Like little people.
No, they're just regular children.
They're kind of
Kid
tribal.
is an
They act like-
asshole.
They're
They
tribal.
kind of act like him a little bit.
Because they'll be speaking a weird language. They got little spears and shit, little blow darts.
They did. Remember the fought the motherfucker with them darts? They were like, pow,
Man.
pow.
They was fucking that dude up with them darts.
Hey, he was fucking him up still. He was shooting them
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Kids.
Yeah, he didn't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
man.
You gotta watch it. It's just
The
tiny.
little
Hey,
kid
look,
shouldn't.
hey.
Hey, you
You
No.
missing out, my
Don't-
dude.
I'm
Shit.
straight.
All right,
But,
Ra or Ken, favorite moment.
one of my favorite moments, the Darth Vader showing up in Rogue One. I still think that shit was cold as shit. What did he say? Get my ship or something like that. What was the line?
Ready my ship.
Yeah, ready my something. Well, that shit was
Oh,
fucking.
my
And then he
God.
showed up, and all you heard was the. What did he say then?
No, we laughing at Nick. Mike literally told you what he said. You still didn't.
Oh. Yeah, that's why I asked him.
Just say it wrong.
But Mike said it right, so that's all that counts. But yeah, that shit was dope, and all you heard was the breathe. Yeah, that shit was dope.
Shit. That was a good scene. Man, dude, it has to be from one of the classics though.
For me, it's the final battle scene in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I think that's probably one of the best fight scenes in Star Wars history for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't pinpoint one.
You got one, Mike?
Yeah, one of my favorite moments is when we were just talking about when Forrest Whitaker was playing Saw Gerrera and he was
Rogue One.
That was in Rogue One. And they were all trying to leave, and that scene where he's yelling at them and he just says, "Save the rebellion, save the dream." I love that
All
shit.
right, Mike. That's
Bro!
your favorite moment? One of your favorite moments?
Absolutely.
one of-
You got that is the moment where shit really started.
I just can't take him serious the way he talk like
Oh,
that.
you fucking up. Forrest Whitaker is one of the greatest actors of our time, and he killed that role. What? I know y'all not about to shun Forrest Whitaker's acting now.
I ain't say shit. That was
What has
hard.
he ever been bad in? Forrest Whitaker?
He been bad in something. I ain't gonna
No.
hold you.
Forrest Whitaker
He
is an
wasn't good as
incredible
Mad
actor.
Dog.
He
Like,
was good as Mad
it was
Dog.
Wait, in
overacted.
what?
He was Mad Dog in Jason's League.
Jason's
That
League,
was
he
a
was
lot.
good.
That
I
was
don't
some
know if I even
over
seen that
ass
shit.
acting.
You watched it?
I
I
don't
made you
remember that
watch
We
it.
shit.
reviewed it.
He was an alcoholic. I mean, what do you?
Nah, Forrest Whitaker is an incredible actor.
Okay.
I think you even
You
said
seen
yes.
Ghost Dog?
hmm
And you thought he was whacking that?
I'm not saying he's whack, but to say he's one of the greatest actors of our time is
absolutely
I think
You
that's
said
a
Ghost Dad or Ghost Dog?
dog. Okay, dog.
Okay. I seen Ghost Dad. I ain't seen Ghost Dog.
Oh.
Bill
Is that Bill?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I was like. What's he?
I thought Samuel Jackson was in Star Wars. They both was in
Yes,
Star
They both
Wars.
was.
Yeah.
Forrest Whitaker most recently was in it, like with the Rogue One shit.
Samuel L. Jackson was in the prequels.
Oh.
I can't believe y'all shitting on Forrest Whitaker.
No, I think
I'm
he was
not
good in Last King of
shitting on
Scotland.
him. That was just a pretty lofty statement
I
of
think
our
he's one of the-
time.
I think he is.
I
I've
mean,
never seen anything where I was like, damn, he was bad. I always believe him.
I don't hear people talking shit about Forrest.
No, they
You don't really say they don't. You don't hear nobody talk him up either.
He's totally underrated. Forrest Whitaker.
he won
is
an
an
Oscar, so
incredible
I
actor.
won't say that.
I think he's still underrated just
What
because
he
of
won
this
an
conversation we're
Oscar
having right
for?
now.
Last King of Scotland. That was
he
good.
did. That,
was
he
good.
was
That
good
a
in that.
performance.
He was
Yeah,
good.
he's good.
He was good in Black Panther too. You really thought he got stabbed? Did you not? And y'all real. Never mind. Let me stop.
You
got
gotta
it,
go.
Mike.
You gotta
You
go.
got- I
mean,
ahead.
I
Listen.
was.
Hey,
You.
go
Go
ahead,
on.
Mike. Go
You
ahead.
about
That's
to say, make me forget about that eye.
Yeah,
That's how good he is.
he make you think he looking at you and you.
You. Him and her.
How did you see that? I see everything.
Mm.
I really like what's his name, Kai Bane scenes in Boba Fett. Like all his scenes, I feel like he killed most of his scenes. But no, I really liked him in Boba Fett. He was very impressive when he came on screen. So yeah.
All right.
He said y'all need to leave the eye alone. Shit, he might need to leave the eye alone.
Well, those are all the super chats.
I left him alone.
Mike, chill out. Those are all our super chats. Once again, we
I'm
love.
taking the rest of this life off.
Once again, we love doing these live shows with y'all. Please come back next month because I think next month's October.
Yes, it
Oh, we
is.
gonna get into some spooky shit. We gonna have a
We
lot of.
are
Yeah,
We always say that. We don't ever do it.
I thought we were doing Terrifier too.
on live
Who
of
said that?
Terrifier.
Shit,
Somebody
we are.
say that.
We are.
I thought
We
since
ain't
we did
say that
as
shit.
a
I ain't
live.
say that shit.
I don't know if we're gonna do it for a live. I thought we was gonna do. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it today.
Why don't everybody just bring their favorite horror movie and we'll just do that?
Okay. I'll bring Leprechaun in the Hood.
Evil's in the house.
Well, we'll let y'all know what the next live is, but again, make sure you tune in every month. We do this monthly, as I just stated, but nonetheless, we appreciate y'all. Catch us on the next one. We out. Peace.